live on the interwebs with Oblivion. Welcome back, one and all, as I continue my desperate quest to acquire literally any longsword that looks decent. Where am I? And what was I doing? I'm in a city. I think I just bought this house. I might be in Coral. Maybe. And I was working on doing a quest for the Germain brothers about their ancestral home, I think. Except I kept getting sidetracked by showing Mercy weird shit you can do in Oblivion. I think that's what I was doing.
Hello there.
I think. I'm like 98% positive that's what I was up to. I was trying to do stuff. Maybe. Possibly.
Please, go ahead.
Okay. So, where I'm going is this way. Now, surely... Oh, no, I just didn't go south enough. I kept stopping at Hackdirt. Also, hi, Bio. Genuinely, my entire mentality when I signed back in was... I was doing... what? I mean, I am also on a quest for a longsword. I can turn into a new Sword of the Centaur because I'm inevitably going to lose my ability to use the actual one that I got for being a good noodle. So... Tiny mushroom. No Mercy today. Mercy's not feeling... well, Grim. Her usual full... username is Mercy Grimm. But yeah, she's not feeling so good today. Which I think is code for the kids just drove her absolutely mental at work today, and like most of us, she was just over it. Again, Hackdirt. That was the place where they were rude for me for rude to me for no good reason, if I recall correctly. All right, let's see. We go. Might as well get the archery experience where I can. Weatherly. maybe sort of sees me. I'm confuzzled. Bio, what's trying to locate me? Oh, hi. Rude. Needlessly rude. Okay. Legacy lost. I've found Weatherly south of Coral, but it's overrun with ogres. I should report this information to Go Bear. The ogres have been defeated. I should make my way back to Coral and bring this information to Gilbear. What if I go poke around inside the house first, though? Just as a thought. There could be fun stuff in here. It's a little ransacked. I suppose that probably shouldn't be a surprise. You know, weirdly though, when they said that it was their family estate, I'm not gonna lie, I sort of assumed it would be bigger than this. Which isn't me necessarily trying to shame them vis-a-vis the size of their house. Like, it's fine. In fact, it's arguably larger than many of my homes in this game. However, like, it's not like huge family estate level size. Like, I don't even know how those two brothers are going to live here comfortably without constantly being on top of one another. That seems unlikely to me. Hello again. The village of Hactors.
What do you want? Yes? We don't look kindly on strangers asking questions. If you need a room, try Moslin's Inn. Otherwise, you'd best be moving on.
Yeah, Hactor was definitely the place. They were super rude to me for no reason. Something's seriously wrong in this town. There was a particular aesthetic was there a particular aesthetic of longsword you were preferring to get, or just that, or just one with a big number on it? I'm not necessarily even really concerned with it having a big number on it. I'm just going for, like, something that could reasonably pass. The thing is, I don't want something pre-enchanted. Like, I know there's a sword called Umbra that's a long sword. The problem is, I want to be able to custom enchant it to do, like, ridiculous bullshit things. And I can't do that if it already has an enchantment. Which limits my options as I understand it. Because, like, there are Daedric longswords, and I might even have a few in storage. But that doesn't particularly scream Sword of the Centaur. I mean... I'm literally just looking for something that, like, scratches the itch of, like, a Byleth-y style character would use this sword. You know, so I can convince people I'm still some sort of, like, knight or general good person. Which, effectively I'm not, now that I'm, you know, an assassin. And have enough cyanide apples to murder the entirety of Tamriel, but, you know. Whee!
Hello. You haven't seen my sons, have you?
Is it safe for us to return to Weatherly yet?
Yes, the ogres are gone, it's
Wonderful.
safe.
Weatherly is ours. Are you ready to take us there now?
Sure, let's go.
We're off.
They went off into the
What's
forest
new
to
with
fight
you?
those monsters
I
and
ran into some
I'm worried
goblins
about
in the woods not long ago. Nasty little beasts.
I can't stand the sight of those creatures.
Leave me alone.
You haven't seen my sons, have you? They went off into the forest to fight those monsters and...
Look at the
I'm
muscles on you.
I'm so sorry.
I think Reyna Briant may actually love dogs more than her husband. Yeah, I used to be Fighters Guild here in Corp. You know, they kick you out of the guild if you get caught doing some incarceration. How many? Farewell.
No doubt.
See you.
Goodbye. My sons. Have you seen my sons?
Who are your sons?
Yes, Rallis and Antis. They're going to fight off the creatures at our farm, but I fear for their safety.
What
For
creatures?
the last few days, we've suffered attacks from these creatures at our farm not far from Coral. They're coming from someplace in the Great Forest. Don't know where, but Rallis may know more by now. My boys will take up the fight, even if the guards won't. Doesn't matter if it's outside the town walls, it still affects us all. They expect me to go with them, but I fear in my old age I'm not the warrior I once was. Would you go in my place?
Sure,
Somehow,
I'll be good and help.
I knew you'd do the right thing.
Right
Supposed
thing
to
is
meet them at Wayne
subjective.
and Priory. You'd best get whatever supplies you need now, so you can get there in time.
Really? We're going back
Need
to
a
Wayne and
drink to calm my
Priory.
nerves. Please, excuse me.
Fine, I'll go back to the initial you have to drop off. Martin. I want to call him Marvin so badly. Okay. You too. I'm pretty sure I still have the correct quest equipped. Yes. Okay. Let's go get you two back to your homestead that you probably, in your head, remember as being much bigger because you were kids. That definitely does not have room for two grown-ass men to cohabitate without being all over each other. Hello? they leave me behind? Hello? Hello? That's better. Okay. Hello, brothers. It's one of the deer I killed. I've been this way recently. And here I was thinking I was taking a slightly different route this time round. Okay, one of you's keeping up. Where's your brother? Also, excuse me, sir. Is that a Daedric sword? Why the fuck are you running around with a Daedric weapon? Your brother only has Dwarven. Okay. Dwarven hammer. Daedric fucking dagger / sword. And you two needed me to deal with the ogres? I like the look of the elven longsword, ornate enough to look like something a good person would carry around, but also spiky enough to still look rad if it were on fire. Fair. I'm assuming I need to physically take them inside the house. Hello.
Gilbert should be able to help you with anything you need. For now, I'm going to celebrate.
Okay.
Thanks
Gilbert.
so much for getting us here safely. I'm afraid we aren't very wealthy, but here is all I can offer you at this time. Please, visit us again soon.
You aren't very wealthy. You're... You know what? I'm not going to bother trying to point out the...
You are welcome here anytime, my friend.
degree of wealth you two are just running around
Please,
with on
go
your
on.
backs. Like, I'm sure it's
Long last.
fine. I'm sure you two will clean this place up. Glass longsword wouldn't really work with what you're going for, since it looks like it's made of kryptonite. Like, the silver longswords, I think, are like your stereotypical, like, paladin-esque weapon, but they're also lower on the damage scale than I would like. Although, if I'm enchanting it to hell, it doesn't really matter. But again, look at these boys. That is a Daedric weapon. And you're telling me the best you can give me. And I think that's ebony, actually, not dwarven. So, you two are both running around with ridiculously strong weapons, and you needed me to come kill some ogres. Sure, whatever. Okay, let's go see what's going on here. Oh, hello? I'm convinced everyone in this town's evil.
And just calm down. We'll be leaving soon enough. I just can't wait. This is going to be the greatest fight ever. This is no joke, Antus, and it's nothing to be excited about. If you don't want to be doing this, then why are you even here? Father and I can handle this. I'm here because even though I'm afraid, I know that we have to do this. Father would feel the same way. Father's not scared. Don't you dare say that. You'll see when he gets here. I'll ask him. Then you'll see.
About
I'm
that.
afraid I have no time for small talk, friend. I'm waiting for my father, Valis O'Deal. Have you seen him in town by any chance?
Yeah, actually I have.
He is not coming with us. I think I understand. And it is better that he remains safe. Though I wonder why he asked you to take his place. You would join us, though you have no personal stake in this fight. An honorable deed. I gladly accept your help then. There's no point in waiting here any longer. Follow me.
But what about the... It's fine. I'm just gonna kill anything that comes close.
We will spill their blood in the name of our father.
Is this my horse? My other horse, I mean. It is my armored old nag! So, the thing is, that's the horse I got, basically, when I left, the Imperial City for the first time. When you come to Wayne Priory, they, for the first time, they also give you a horse to use. Which is then the horse that I used until I accidentally kind of sort of got the horse killed. And because I hadn't ridden Old Nag in a while, the game doesn't auto-teleport them to me.
Vermin. Stay focused, watch your backs, and be careful. Antus, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Defend yourselves. Here they come.
Hear what come? Oh, goblins. Well, clearly the second horse should have invested in the horse armor DLC like the first one did. Well, those weren't overly hard to kill. Excuse me.
Let's go see my father and let him... Haha, we beat them! We slaughtered them all! Did you see?
Yeah, you two, go do your thing. I'm gonna go poke around your family homestead. Good person, hero of the world. Nerd. Their house has absolutely nothing fun in it. I am disappointed. Funny thing about this quest is that it has a chance to bug out and spawn like 10 times the amount of goblins that it's supposed to, so you could just end up with an army of them resting. I mean, that would have been more entertaining. Oh, you know what? Why run when I can fast travel?
Greetings to you.
Whee! Bounce. 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 And... I should maybe wait until it's not 1:16 in the morning.
A coin for an old beggar?
Is their dad back at the pub?
Renoir's to buy some books. There's quite a selection.
I've heard that Renoir has a good selection and at reasonable prices.
I've heard others say the same.
I've been hearing disturbing tales about Oblivion gates opening all across Cyrodiil. I hope it's just wild talk.
I hear you.
So long.
Take care.
It is a privilege. Hello. I'm Castor Scribonia, the writer, author of... Who is the fairest of them all, other than myself? The proprietor of the Grey Mare is lovely. She and the guard captain would be a nice couple. Please, go on. Goodbye.
Whee!
You're back, and you've brought my sons with you. How wonderful!
I mean, you're not wrong with a name like Scribonia.
My boys are safe. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much for sticking with them and helping a foolish old man. Please, Take this. I won't be needing it any longer. My battles are over. I plan to live out my days on the farm in peace, quiet.
So what about your house in town? Chilrend. I'm sorry. Chilrend, as in the paralysis sword? Okay, cold sword. So in Skyrim, Chilrend is a dual enchanted sword that does cold damage and paralyzes, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. You know, not exactly what I want, because the enchantments aren't quite right. But I'll be damned if that doesn't look cool as hell, though.
You seek my help?
So, we're gonna run around and stab people with a funky blue icicle for a while. Again, it's not really what I'm going for in terms of weapons. But it does look cool as hell. Okay. I don't need to canvas the castle right now. We're not doing Molag Ball. Darkness Eternal. No. Finding the Thieves Guild. Maybe. Tears of the Savior. Referred me to a book, Nightfall, available at the first edition bookshop in the Market District if I wanted to learn more about the possible location of Garridan's Tears. I straight up don't remember what quest that is. Path of Dawn. Oh no, Path of Dawn's main quest. A brush with death. Sure. Let's try that. I like Shaden Hall.
You're a sneaky looking sort.
A coin for an old beggar?
Shank.
I'm Tavella Lethandis. I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end. I am sorry to be so forward, but I desperately need your help. It seems that my husband, Rice, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do. Yes, my husband is the Rice Lethandis. Have you heard of him?
Nope, sure haven't.
You haven't? Strange. Ryth is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is set on the Great Forest to canvas. Paintings look so amazingly hill that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Reith uses when he paints.
I'm going with he's gotten killed by a spriggan.
Yes. Reith likes to work in his studio with the door locked so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep, but 2 days ago he didn't come out at all. At first I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with the key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please, help me find Reith. I love him dearly, and I am so worried.
Sure, I'll find Reith.
Thank you so very much. Here's the key to Reith's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry. I miss my love so much.
Mm-hmm.
Do be careful.
Unusual painting to the painted world. That doesn't sound unnerving at all. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. A brush with death. After touching the painting Reith had been working on, I suddenly found myself standing in a strange forest. It looks familiar, like the great forest in the heart of Cyrodiil, but something about it's different. Oh, dear God.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came. While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You're stuck here like I am. Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Annoying thief? Oh my God, this place looks like the way the original Oblivion looked. Yeah, that was kind of the joke I was gonna make.
In my studio, when a Bosmer wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint. I knew the secret of my success would be revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like.
Sure.
Very well. The brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
Sure.
The brush allows the artist to paint from within a canvas. It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat those painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back.
The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know. The creatures are now loose all over the forest, and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosmer thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful. Be cautious, friend.
Yeah, I know. Fireball's always such a problem if you're not the one using it. Hi. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Painted troll fat. Brush of true paint. You gave me 6 things of turpentine. I've only killed 2 guys. That doesn't track to me. What does the turpentine do? That's not overpowered at all.
Good work. Now I can paint the portal home. After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever.
Did it?
Me.
Oh yeah, it kind of did. We've arrived back at Ryth's home. The painting is now sealed, and Ryth is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment. Oh my god, yes. It is very real life. It's really Chalk Zone-like shit. Sometimes I think I'm one of the only people that remembers that show.
Heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cut purse will visit me.
Tell everyone you have it. Understood.
Safe journey, Sergio.
Please, share the hospitality of our home. Sorry, friend. It looks like you've wandered into a restricted area. You've got to leave. Now.
But you just told me to share the hospitality of... Fine. Come share the hospitality of our home. Just kidding. Get the fuck out. Okay, let's do some armor repair while I'm thinking about it. Let's see.
Talk about. See you. Goodbye. My children are starving. Please help.
My pleasure, really.
Okay, let's see. I suppose we can do... Let's do lifting the veil. That sounds like fun. Where's that take me? No, seriously though, where's that take me? What's the point of this quest? Let's see. Draconian Madstone, an amulet that supposedly grants the wearer immunity to poison, recently came into her possession, or to her attention that it might be located in the ruins of Pal Pass. She's offering a substantial reward for the talisman's return. I should speak to her for more information. Okay. Hi, baby girl. I know. Say, I've come to say hello to you and to the Mr. Bio. Here, I'll hold you for a minute. Will that settle you? Yeah, you're a good girl. Even when you're stepping on my keyboard, which you know you're not supposed to do.
Have mercy. Just one coin.
You know what? It doesn't want to give me a quest marker, so instead we'll do... Burning Trail. There's a quest marker for that. Alright.
Speak.
You walk the path of the new dawn. You would destroy Septim's spawns, liberated from your chains. Follow us to his reign, to herald his reign. The first you hold within your hand, unto the next one we command. Wolf's father, Lord of the Hunt, our Lord's dominion he'd confront. His wolf's gaze you will follow. Behind a tree the next will be. That's cryptic and confusing. Found a strange note in the Imperial City's Talos district. It mentions another note, and I can't see past your tail, Ivy. Speaks about the Lord of the Hunt. I should head towards Hircine's shrine to investigate. That's a fair enough assessment. Hello. Mwah.
Speak.
Ivy, what are you doing? I wonder if the way the original Chilrenda looked back in Oblivion was at least partially responsible for how Stalrim weapons ended up looking once those became an actual thing in Skyrim. Honestly, I suspect it might. Hi. I know I love you very much, Ivy. And you're very displeased that I'm playing games instead of fawning all over you. Yes, you are. And then Jax got jealous I was petting Ivy, so now both of my fur children are pestering by the keyboard. I really don't know how your household manages so many pets. 2 in mine feels like a lot sometimes. Yeah, but that's why God gave me 2 hands, so I can pet both of you at once. Yeah, I have 2 hands, so I can spoil both my fur babies at once. But I cannot spoil both my fur babies at once and play a video game at the same time. Mwah. The animal domino chain is consistent, if nothing else. That's fair. What are you watching, Miss Saurus? No, we're not bapping the wall again. I don't want you deafening Bio. We've been through this. Oh. Please don't knock my phone on the floor either. Hello, my precious little baby. Who wants to nibble everything right now? Is it you? Well, here's the thing. If you lay down on Mommy's lap, you can get attention and be out of the way and be snuggled and be kept safe from your brother. You can be all of those things at once if you just stay on my lap. Just stay here. It's where I'm trying to get you to be all the time. See, you can even see the screen. It's the perfect place. For a second, I thought she was going to cooperate with that. I don't know why I thought my cat was going to be cooperative about anything. She was so docile as a kitten. And it... What's the green pillar in the middle of, like... That doesn't seem right. Right, swimming's the better way to raise athletics. Just lurk right below the water's surface. Oh no, it's just one of the shrines of giving me random stuff to use. These do some mildly entertaining stuff. So I can say, sure, give me conjured weapons and armor. And it gave me a bow and a helmet. Now, is there anything super special to these? Nope, it's just a bound bow. Okay. So there's a shrine to Hercene somewhere this way. Oh. Hi.
Who's there?
No one?
Damn rats always skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
Yep, that's what a Daedric helmet looks like here. Okay, hear me out. I know I need to go that way to go do a thing for Hircine. But what if I go in here first, though? Okay. Did it let me keep the other bound bow? Like, I only had one, now I have two. Did it just not know what to do with the bound bow when the duration ended? I mean, yeah, I suppose I shouldn't be looking a free bow gift horse in the mouth, but I'm confused a little bit by the messaging here is the thing. What's in the alien reliquaries?
What's that?
Nothing. Yeah, nothing to see here, people. Just, you know, credit where it's due. That conjurer put up a fight. Oh, God. Ow! Bye, Frosty. Oh, Frosty went around the corner. Frosty had a survival instinct. Okay. So how bored do you think Hercene must be here in Cyrodiil since he can't turn people into were-creatures? I mean... The thing is, I'm assuming he still can turn people into were-creatures. I'm just assuming I don't get to be a were-creature. Which is fine with me, because being a werewolf sucks. Actually, I think the werewolves and their like just straight up don't exist in Oblivion at all. I mean, that's entirely possible. As I say in the description of all of these live streams, I am playing this game blind. Oh, there were two of you over here. Whoops. Poke. Okay. Hello, Ivy Soar. Yeah, you're such a good girl. Aw, who's making biscuits on the desk? Let's see, they just decided not to include them, probably for the best, considering what they did to the vampires. That is fair. I mean, the thing is that I don't necessarily disagree with what they did to the vampires, though. Like, I think there should absolutely be a downside to vampirism. I just think this game went a little too hard on giving there a downside to vampirism. Hi, Frosty. Bye, Frosty. Nothing? Whose attention did I get by jumping? Hello? Oh, hi. You. You're finally awake. Got caught crossing the border into Skyrim. Sorry, into... Hammerfell? Cyrodiil. I haven't done the vanilla start to Skyrim in a while. I'm forgetting all the dialogue. I used to have the entire, like, speech through to Alduin showing up memorized. Yeah, I mean, the carriage ride is tremendously well known, yes. It feels like there should have been more to that. Like, I know I didn't go down to the lower level of any of those rooms, but they didn't really feel necessary. Like, I know there were chests down on the lower level, but also I have all the money ever. Alright, here's scene. Ooh, black bear. I missed. There we go. Let's see, I've arrived at Hersine's shrine. The note should be behind a tree found by following the wolf's gaze. Okay. So, wolf's gazing this way. Now I'm just going to walk backwards till I run into a tree. That worked surprisingly well. You walk the path of the new dawn. The gods you would have bygone. A new step towards salvation, let you fall towards temptation. From here the third you will seek. The fool, the vain, he who is weak. Wishing to slave the weak souls, the horned fiend shrine is thy goal. Contemplate the fake prince, march then towards the light of dawn. I'm definitely used to the drop-off point being way further than you'd expect it because of Skyrim's arrows being shot in an upward arc. Yeah. Let's see. Horned Fiend. Is that... Horned Fiend, Horned Fiend. Clavicus Vial, maybe? Molag Ball. That would have been my next guess. I've been to Molag Ball's shrine, I believe. Yep. Let's see. Following the light of dawn. Sun rises in the east. So, this way. Ha-ha! You walk the path of the new dawn. On the world's truth, the light shine on. He might forever unrivaled. His enemies to dust crumbled, so close to greatness you are. The end of the path is not far. Where the Larcius meets the bay in a city full of decay. Praying for luck to a statue, the old lady holds the last clue. There is a statue in one of the cities. This notes last location in a decayed city where the Larcius River touches the bay. Okay, the Larcius River. Larcius. So, I don't think that's the Larcius River down here. Larceus River touches the bay, so the city's Breville. Okay, now I need to find a statue. Breville. Where in Breville would I find a statue?
Swift hunting, friend.
That is usually where the random statues tend to be, yes, is in the town square. So that would be, in theory, over by the Chantry. Okay. The fourth note should be nearby. Okay. What am I missing here? Okay, Willow, think. Think. What was the stupid rhyme? The fourth note should be nearby. Right. You?
So good to see you again. Archmage Traven was right. Farewell, friend.
Okay. Maybe it's on top of one of the buildings that overlooks the statue? Okay, let's try this. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to. I want to read it. Yeah, I know I can't remove it from my inventory. I just want to read what it goddamn says. Well, there's no way of knowing what that says. Vivi, were you paying attention? If I put you on my keyboard, can you find the note? Is it just like stapled to the outside of this somewhere? It doesn't seem to. Is it within the direct vicinity of the statue? So I tried looking at that, right? But I don't see anything within the direct vicinity of the statue. And I'd wondered if maybe I had to, like, give offerings to the statue, which is why I did that. Is it hiding in this bush? No. Although I don't know why it would be. Is it hiding in this fenced-in area? No. It's not in those barrels. Is it behind here somewhere? No. Directly behind me from where I talked to the statue. I don't remember where that was. I think I was here? Wrong side. Okay. So I was over here. Directly behind me. I don't see it. On the ground? No. I mean, directly. Very literally. This guy?
Interesting. I'm sorry, but I'm really not one for... I hear the legions have no recall from one swamp back. It's a strange and treacherous place. It's no wonder all things are happening there. See you.
I really and truly do not see anything. Beyond the fact that this guy has a Daedric bow. Inside the stone face in the direction, in the same direction the statue's looking. Behind the stone face. In the same direction the... Fence, not face. Oh! Ah! I see. You walk the path of new dawn. Lord Dagon welcomes you on. A scheme within a scheme. Another way to reach the dream. Your sister in faith thou shalt find. The shy Dunmer we now design. Familiar with the burning fire, she will guide you to the pyre. Bring us to her to be blessed. Rejoice in succeeding our test. It mentions a shy Dunmer familiar with fire who can guide me to the pyre. I should head towards the nearest inn to try and find her. Okay.
Greetings, apprentice.
You're a sneaky-looking sort.
Greet.
I'm Bogrum Vrogalish. Your host at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. It may not look like much outside, but that's just the weathered Ravel look. Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Yeah, just let me sell some stuff off. I'm getting awfully close to my carry capacity.
An excellent bargain.
Thank you.
I would... Need a bite to eat? Maybe something to wash it down with?
Let's see. Let's just instantly start selling you stuff, shall we?
That seems a fair price.
You can have this ghost
You
walk,
drive a hard
grand necklace
bargain.
of the sea. You can have, because I can always make another one.
That's a fair deal.
Yeah, it is kind of funny how arrows have weight yet money doesn't. Well, I think the reason it is they didn't exactly give you a way to take money out of your inventory that I have seen. So making it have a weight wouldn't make a ton of sense if they don't give you a way to get rid of it.
That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal.
Hello, cyanide apples. Huh.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
I mean, honestly, that makes sense to me.
That's a good deal.
I like games that have banking systems.
You need to make a better offer.
Little miss, you're doing that thing again. Where you're sitting up so pretty and so tall right in front of me. And as sweet as that is, there's a small problem, princess.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
Which is that I cannot see my screen super well past you, princess. Your beautiful soft floof is in the way. She's like, don't call my floof an obstruction.
Thank you for your patron.
Shy Dunmar?
Shy Dunmer. Could it be Ranaline that you're looking for?
Who's Ranaline?
King's
Bye.
done.
Apparently, some fool tried to resurrect the Crimson Scars in Deepscorn Hollow. Dark Brotherhood will not like that.
All right.
How fare thee,
Go
friend?
away, fool.
Fine. Be that way. You're a sneaky-looking sort. What can I do for you? I understand that Bathis Aren is quite the conjurer. Be seeing ya.
Yes, Grieva gives you greeting. Luxury import. All right.
Okay, you don't like being admired, you do like jokes. You do like coercion, you don't like boasting.
You've got a point. I doubt. Oh, that's. Don't talk such rot.
That is some fancy armor the Argonian has. You are
You win
very
this one.
correct.
Don't talk such rot. I doubt it. That's great. How's it go again? You win this one. Don't waste your flattery on me. I doubt it. That's great. How's it go again? Not now. Not. I doubt. That's. You've got a point. That's great. I doubt it. Don't talk so. I can't argue with that. That's not bad. Farewell.
You have the hands of a healer. Rana,
I mean, I do.
I cook at the Lonely Suitor.
I found these notes
The
for a
notes.
cult.
You follow the will of the Lord of Change.
No, I really
You are the
don't.
last that was needed. Go to Mingo Cave, dressed as one of us, and revel in the fire. Take care.
A hail and hearty welcome, friend.
Oh, Ivy Snorris. Who's the prettiest, sweetest, cutest kitty in the whole wide world? It's you. Yes, it is. No, it's probably not gonna end well for those dudes. I'm gonna go stand in a fire
You have the hand.
to get whatever random bit of stuff they want to give me. And then I'm gonna murder them all. Oh. Hi.
Yes?
If you are looking to buy a horse, go inside and talk. Good day.
I wonder if this is the same cave I found earlier in the game. I don't think it is. There is a hell portal over by it, though. Who left their house standing in a rickety-ass rope bridge? Or, I think you meant horse standing on this rickety-ass rope bridge. That is, in fact, a danger to everyone, yes. Oh, hi.
You'll never take me down.
I'm sorry, did you bastards silence me? Fine. Get chill, Rendon. Like, you bastards, I'm the grand champion of the arena. And the champion of the gods. Like, maybe don't try and kill me is the thing. See, they came at you dressed in green and were not prepared for you to break out blue in response. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I wouldn't have even broken out blue if they hadn't silenced me. I'd have just killed them with magic. They chose their death. The false willow. I have a hard time hitting the false willows. There we go. Death to false willows. There can be only one. I've arrived near Mingo Cave. Perhaps I can infiltrate their ranks if I don their robes before entering. Fine. I'll stop being a cool assassin and start being a cool cultist, and start being a not cool cultist. Right, I'm supposed to be infiltrating ranks, which I suppose means I should be...
We are blessed by an envoy of Lord Dagon.
Who, me? There was something about passing through fire, right?
We are blessed.
Okay, this way maybe?
May the Sovereign of Destruction be with you.
They have a guy in a cell.
Come, mortal. Our prince's power is close. Bow to the will of Mehrunes Dagon, and take this puny imperial life to assert your hatred of the Septons.
Burn him! Light the fire!
Okay. We're going to reload this probably. But what happens if I do the thing?
May the Sovereign of...
You am greatly pleased, my lord. You will act as a herald of his coming and wear his attire. The Sovereign of Destruction offers you equipment befitting someone as bloodthirsty as yourself. Crafting it is beyond mortal abilities, hence you'll need to summon me whenever you need a new one.
I completely missed what that guy said at the end. So I got a spell that allows me to conjure something. Summon Mehrunes Harbinger. Obtain items imbued with Mehrunes Dagon's power.
Be quick about it, mortal. Which of my lords a meaningless? With what do you want? Take it.
One longsword of Cataclysm.
I will allow you to ask for more.
Ooh, that's pretty schwanky. Him.
You cannot. You cannot escape.
Oh, I'm sorry, Imperial Legion soldier. But for what it's worth, it doesn't look like I could save you anyway, because there's no way to open this cage.
I do not fear death.
Definitely a member of your little cult. Do-do-do. Well, no, that doesn't surprise me because the quest kind of requires their death. Could not find a path. Thanks, clairvoyance. Oh, let's put back on my fun assassin's clothing since I'm done being a cultist. Because I got the fun things that came from being a cultist already. Okay, Mr. Minotaur. Is that a unicorn? Hello? Can I befriend you? I can ride you. Hell yes! I modded one of these into Skyrim. I wasn't aware they actually canonically existed. Huh. That's neat. I like that the game basically still makes you Dagon's champion even when you're actively trying not to be. Can I put armor on this unicorn? Can this unicorn be my new mount? Or the Bromville stables? Because I want this majestic creature as my mount.
If you are looking to buy a horse, it's always a pleasure to hear Uravasa Osvelas speak. Be seeing you.
Stay, unicorn. I said stay.
This is the Bay Road stables. Please, go on. Farewell.
Okay, so apparently I can't just... convince her to armor a unicorn for me. That's fine. Just... oh, hang on. Apologies, that was my mother. You don't ignore the person who gives birth to you, in my humble onion. So... apologies for the delay there. I imagine she probably just got done talking to Inu. Let's see. As it turns out, if you don't want to end up being forced to kill the unicorn in what would likely be the very near future, you should probably get a new horse to ride instead. Because the thing apparently auto-aggroes on anything within its line of sight, but so much as raises a weapon for any reason, and that includes you. But it's so pretty. He's unicorn bio.
My children are starving. Please help.
It is a privilege.
Who will help an old beggar?
How do you do?
Excuse me?
Silver home on the water has beds and food.
I
What's
heard
your pleasure?
something about a ghost. But first...
Take your time.
Fine. Forlorn Watchman.
The watchman looks like he may have been a sailor. No one knows where he came from, or why he looks so sad. I don't like talking about the dead like they're some kind of tourist attraction, but that spirit has been making his ghostly journey for years now. We've learned to just accept that he's there. Every night, short as clockwork, he appears at Bunwatch Camp, 8 on the shore of Nibbin Bay. He's never harmed anyone, but most people give him a wide berth. You seem curious enough, so I'll be glad to pinpoint where he appears on your map.
Okay,
Take care.
that's 8 o'clock.
Safe travels.
Look at the muscles on you.
A pleasure to see you.
I did successfully corral a unicorn. Yay.
It is a privilege.
There's faces on that island. Okay, no, don't get distracted. That's probably where you're going anyway, in the long run of this quest. Whee! Oh, whoops. You cannot wait while there are enemies nearby. I heard a Spriggan. can I nope, there's still enemies nearby. You mean this mud crab? Can I wait now, game? No. What about now? There we go. Bad idea alert. Oh, not a bad idea. Can't actually kill him, it turns out. Oh, I don't have any arrows equipped. We'll use the fancy ones. I have billions of them. Did I just kill 2 deer with 1 arrow? Alright, sir, where are we going? Excuse me, sir, where... Fort Irony. Is Fort Irony where we're going, Senor Ghosty?
I was once the man known as Grantham Blakely. Look for me in the mouth of the panther. Please, release me.
The mouth of the panther. So I'm assuming it's this way, because that's where he's looking. Right? Like that would make sense. Fuck off, Mr. Mudcrab. And they say they think he's a sailor. So let's check underwater, maybe? It's a shipwreck? I mean, I suppose I should have seen that coming. They did say he looked like a sailor to them. Arrived at the mouth of the Panther. Beyond the tooth-like rocks is the remains of a small cargo ship named the MMA. But it looks like it sank a long time ago. I should investigate this wreck. I was doing that when you so rudely interrupted my jump game. Okay, what are you expecting me to find exactly, game? Other than this known route. Okay. That is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, this door doesn't open. The trapdoor over here does nothing. Okay, you know what? We are going to put on, even though it will leave me pantsless, my armor of water breathing. And we're going to come down here and see if there's a underwater way onto the ship. I don't think there is the thing. Is there something under the water here to investigate for, like, did part of the hull break open on these craggy rocks? What's the deal? Oh, hello, slaughterfish. I'm really not sure what I'm meant to be doing here. I should investigate this wreck. Yes. The thing is, I'm doing that, though. That makes me mad. Like, you saw me go straight up to that and have nothing happen. Okay, let's see. I've discovered the logbook of the MMA. It appears that at some point there was a mutiny and that the ship was diverted from its course. 2 men tried to stop the mutiny but were imprisoned below deck, seeking shelter from a bad storm. The ship pulled into what looked like a safe cove. That was the last entry. I fear they didn't see the rocks of the mouth of the Panther and ran aground. I should continue investigating. I know, I honestly thought about commenting that very thing, Bio. It is one of the elven longswords you were talking about earlier. Okay, let's see. Wasn't long, or after taking aboard a few more crates in Leowin, Captain Loughton pointed the May north towards the Imperial City. We pleaded with him to wait until the next morn, but he insisted on continuing despite the look of the sky. Let it be known that this decision was his. Wasn't long before the May hit the storm. It was just as we suspected, far too dangerous to sail through. With the last bit of daylight disappearing, Navigator Quillen spotted an inlet off the starboard bow. The captain ordered the wheelman to steer towards the inlet in the hopes of getting the May out of Niven Bay. It was at that moment Gable gave me the signal and we struck. He'd always had an eye for the captain's position. With the chaos going on, this was a better time than any. Only that idiot, Blakely, was still loyal to the captain, but the rest of us wanted the May. The fight lasted maybe a minute or two. Blakely and Loughton knew that fighting was futile. We tossed them down below, and now Captain Gable has set the May on a course for the inlet. Hopefully we can get her secured for a while, and then... I know. I'm over encumbered. It does look stereotypical good guy longsword. I probably don't need to, though. But I want to. I mean, I can drop the Mythic Dawn stuff. That doesn't really free up the amount of inventory I would need. Wait, I have a spell for this. Poke. Poke. What do you mean my attack has no effect? Fine, I'll just zap you. Found the key in the remains of Gable, the traitor named in the MMA's log. I should search the MMA for a lock to match. I'm assuming it's probably the key to the captain's quarters. Or not. I found a skeleton chained to the wall on the lowest deck of the MMA. I believe these to be the remains of Grantham Blakely. I should use the key I found to unlock his shackles.
I knew one day someone with unyielding virtue would heed my words and speed my release. You risk much to perform such a selfless act. This noble deed will not go unrewarded. Look upon the ground in this prison. There you will find a map to my gratitude. I thank you with all my heart. Farewell.
I mean, like, in theory, X marks the spot. And he is laid out like a giant X. But I don't quite think that's what he's getting at. Ah. Okay. I am going up to the captain's quarters, though, because I'm very curious about whatever's up there. How is there not another journal up here? This just seems fundamentally wrong. Mwah. Hey, baby. Mwah. Okay. Oh, good. It conveniently marked the spot on my actual map. There's also a hell portal, but I'm already over carry weight, so the hell portal's gonna have to wait. Can I successfully sneak up on this? I cannot successfully sneak up on this stone matronax. Fine. Why is everything getting Blood Moon Legend of Zelda E on me? I don't love that. It does kind of look like a Fire Emblem-ass Fire Emblem sword, but so does the Dark Evil one. It just looks like the sort that belongs to the villain. Dumb thought, Bio, but bear with me for a sec. I'd like to not ever have to worry about money again. There. Now money's literally not an object ever again. Oh, I assumed you were friendly. I was gonna come be social with you two. Sheath's a touch on the boring side for it, though. What about my other super dark, mildly evil-looking blade? What's... Oh, the sheath for that looks sick as hell. Not a huge difference in damage, though. I do want to see what the glass sword looks like. So here's the thing. If I could get the blade for that to be blue or red without modding it, I would absolutely use the fuck out of the glass longsword. There has to be a mod for that somewhere. In fact, give me 2 seconds to really quickly Google Oblivion Remastered mods. Then let's search glass weapons. There is a recolor mod that does blue, white, red, and turquoise. So the blue very, very much makes it look Stalrim-esque. The white looks sweet as hell. So does the red. Huh. Okay. Let's see. So let's see if I can get these pictures to copy nice. So before, after on white. Do I really have to download the pictures to be able to send these your way? You know what? Copy URL. And go over to Discord on my phone. And to private chat, not to Grim, to bio. Oh, hey, it actually copied the image instead of the page URL, and that's fine. They do like, they do have like Sith lightsaber red, which would also be very fitting for my current assassin vibe. What was I doing? I need to go to some sort of city to sell shit off. Leonin's closer, question mark? Not really. Everything's equally far away. I suppose I can go to my castle and drop off some items. Hi, kitty. Who's a pretty girl? Is it you or are you a pretty girl? You are. You're the prettiest girl. My unicorn fast travels with me. So what if we have an elven sword to do fire damage and a modded red glass longsword to do lightning? I'm not necessarily mad at that. Or we could go Chillrend inspired and do either white or blue for the blade and do cold. Making Chillrend but larger would also work. Well, it's not just that we could make Chillrend but larger. We could probably make Chillrend but larger and also stronger. Just not dual enchanted. Okay, it's been a forever since I came to this house. How do I get to my bedroom? Is it this way? Yes. The Chillrend.
Look at the muscles on you. How can I be of service? A pleasure.
I didn't think I could. Although also, I suppose if we went white on the blade, we could call it the lightning bolt. Listen, I'm not mad at Chillrend. And I've certainly got the money stack to just kind of be able to casually throw cash at my problems, so... I don't know how I'm fitting all of this in one tiny box, but... Let's see. You can carry your 80 wheels of cheese on you at once. You can fit 70 pounds of clutter into a 5-pound box. Yeah, well. What? Oh my gosh! I have a secret treasure trove off my bedroom! I love this castle. I love this castle so much. I legit had no idea that was there. But yes, apparently I have a secret storage closet. Also, the game made the mistake of giving me gold in a chest again. Oh yeah, anywhere that gives me a secret storage closet is instantly... Journal? I hope I've done well. I don't know. Perhaps I should tell the others, but what hope would they have then? I'll have to tell Kelvin one day when it's time for him to assume the lordship of the castle. He, at least, may forgive me as I'm his father. Wait. Maybe this is how I get all the little storage bits and upgrades out of my inventory. Maybe there was a journal I just never found. I must collect my thoughts. Lord Kane returned last night while the others were gone into the city. Thank Ansi it was only myself and Garridan. Faithful friend, I have sworn him to secrecy. He was only too happy to let me take responsibility for what we did. Later, I am more resolved than ever that the others must never find out. They must never know what Lord Kane has become. Our liege lord, we sacrificed everything for him. I'll set it all down here, clearly, so the others may judge whether I've done right or wrong. When Garridan woke me to tell me that Lord Kane had arrived, I was overjoyed at first. Garridan's grim face soon warned me that not all was well. But he would not tell me what was wrong, only that Lord Kane was accompanied by Ariel Gerard, a name to freeze the blood, a Breton battle mage of sinister reputation in Leyland. Lord Kane was waiting in the great hall with Ariel Gerard. He was heavily cloaked, unsurprisingly, as it was a foul night. But I wondered why he had not removed it upon entering the castle. I greeted Lord Kane warmly, ignoring his companion for the moment, but when he spoke it was only haltingly, and with a grating edge that I'd never heard before. "Where are the others?" he said. Ariel Gerard quickly intervened, explaining that Lord Kane was unwell and needed a place to rest. By the time Kane was abed, I was fully alarmed. He moved like an old man and barely spoke in my presence. He left a foul odor in his wake and remained cloaked until I left him in my chambers. I then demanded that Ariel explain herself, which she was only too willing to do. Her story was appalling. Apparently Kane had perished in battle shortly after we'd left. By her arts she'd returned him to life, and now planned to gather an army of knights to resume the war against Baron Shrike. Her eyes glittered with pride as she told me all this. She's far too gone in madness and evil that she actually believed that I would go along with her plan to install a necromantic puppet on the throne of Leyland. For all Baron Shrike's cruelty, he, at least, is mortal, and will one day pass on the rule to an heir. Somehow I was able to hide my shock from Ariel Gerard and pretended to agree to her plan. The other knights will need to have Lord Kane's condition explained to them before they see him, I told her. Otherwise, the surprise of seeing him may lead to some regrettable actions. Thinking quickly, I suggested that she tend to Lord Kane in the grotto until I'd prepared the others. She agreed without suspicion. I wonder if her mind has become distorted by her evil practices. My performance could not have been all that convincing. Once they were inside, I shut them in with Garen's help. May they have mercy on Lord Kane's soul. As for Ariel Gerard, I wish nothing but endless night for her foul spirit. I've had workmen cover up the doorway. Only a few of the others were ever aware of that passage behind the training room. Luckily, Kelvin was not among them. I'll have to come up with some sort of story to satisfy those who ask about the grotto or tell them the truth and face the consequences. So I suppose if you found this stupidly hidden secret passage, it would then give you a hint as to the location of the other, much more obvious secret passageway. But the hidden swimming pool was behind the blatantly obvious secret passage. My hidden storage. These pillars don't move, do they? No. But yeah, that does appear to be how I didn't say it was a smart way to find out about it, did I? That's true. Any other hidden passageways you want to tell me about, House? That does answer the question of how a lich ended up in my basement, though. I know I heard voices. I'm not losing my mind, I promise. Hello? Voices in my head. Where are you? Aha.
Good evening, sir.
Why are you walking around? Why are all of you walking around in the...
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you nude? And you?
Yes, ma'am.
You're also not wearing any clothing.
All right.
Excuse me. Good sir. Why are you the only clothed one and you won't talk to me?
You're a sneaky looking sort.
I promise you, I'm not
Got the
sneaky.
hands of a healer.
Okay, Frostcrag spot. Hi, pet unicorn. You're very pretty. Rude. Yeah, see, I don't think you can dual enchant in this game. Okay, Google, tell me how to do this then. How to dual enchant in Oblivion Remastered. You can apply multiple enchantments to weapons, but you can only one to armor or jewelry. If you're using a sigil stone, you'll only be able to apply one effect according to a Reddit thread. Weapons, however, allow for multiple enchantments. Let's see. Important note, the strength of an enchantment depends on the type and fullness of the soul gem used, according to a video guide. Okay, so I'm trying to steal an idea from someone else on enchantments for this. Okay. So if I did 20 duration 1 second. And then did weakness to frost 100% for 4 seconds. And then weakness to magic. %, for 4 seconds. And then soul trap. And strike for 1 second. Or do we want to have Chiller Rend? If we're thinking Chiller Rend's probably going to be the long-term sword. I wonder if instead of soul trapping, it might be worthwhile to do something like absorb health or like absorb magicka. Or disintegrate armor could be funny. Well, I've been told this kind of combination should actually fit. Ugh. Do I have any stronger soul gems? Fine, I'll rebuild it. Frost damage. I mean, I know that, but always more fun to have them last a little longer if you can. Just to make sure that, like, if, for example, you miss briefly, that should work. There we go. Yeah, there's Chillrend, and then there's Chillerrend. Before I turn in for the night, let's go find something to attack with Chillerrend. To make sure Chillerrend is working the way I would like Chillerrend to work. Let's not attack the unicorn. Usually if I run down the hill far enough, I come across goblins. Oh, there's a hell portal over this way now. That's a perfect place to test Chillerrend. Like, when you consider my... Jax, no! When you consider that my strength is still low... and that I'm not fully maxed out in stuff that increases damage. Well, actually, I am pretty close to being maxed out on that, but given that my blade skill is still relatively low, that was a really decent hit on a thing I had no business... Hi. Eat Chillerrend. I know, children. You're telling me it's time for bed, and I will go in a minute. I just want to kill a couple more things with my fun new toy. Poke, poke. Always with making me jump around the damn gates. So as you'd imagine, if the Elven Sword was enchanted with, say, fire damage, steel health, weakness to magic, and soul trap, you'd basically become immortal. I mean, you say that as if I'm not already basically immortal because of the strength of a lot of my healing magic. What I'm about to do is super dumb. Jump, 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 jump. Get out of the lava. Get out of the lava, Willow. Thank you. What's funny is I actually did think about putting healing on instead of soul trap at the end, but oh, I need to recharge my weapon. Now that's the tower I need to be in. I just need to go up in the floors. Which I'm going to do how? Wastes of Oblivion. Wastes of Oblivion. Wastes of Oblivion. Not helpful, game. Must resist urge to use toggle collision and fly. I love when I'm just kind of wandering around doing whatever. Bye, pile of bones. That was helping, maybe. Listen, Bio, Inu can tell you, in video games and in TTRPGs, I am perfectly content to press all the buttons and have no idea what I did. Well, I've done something. I'm not sure what that something is. But I've gone around and flicked a bunch of switches. Which still doesn't seem to be helping me get to a higher level of the place I need to go to get out of here. What if I go down? Is it a go down to go up situation? This place is just labeled earthquake. This looks more like my usual Hell Tower traveling path. I did it, I think. Couple things. Let's first throw some soul gems at my sword. And let's also scroll down to my repair hammers. Repair hammers. And just yeah, I do know that Azura's star is in this game. What's funny is I think I might have found Azura's shrine at one point and gone, I don't need that yet. Okay. I was about to say, game, now you're just being a dick. But no, it did in fact still give me a way to go further up. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, Chiller runs out of charge. Okay, have I in fact found Azura's shrine? Namira's shrine. Azura's shrine. I have. See? It's right there. In fact, to make my life slightly easier, because it is pretty much call it a clock, I'll just teleport here. Hi, unicorn. Mwah. Alright, and with that, I do believe it is time to call it. So, there's a serious chance I do some streaming tomorrow, since as it turns out my usual Sunday plans are kaput. Or Saturday plans are kaput, rather. But I do have a bunch of yard work I have to do before I can even consider that, because I'm not that far off from having to host a thing at my house, so... Until next time, I will catch you later, Bio.